We figured that because you come from that interesting land across the sea.
It's a good word to use there, yes.
Where they all love tea, that Muriel and I thought we would do some tea. And Muriel, these two teas that we'll be talking about both exist because of Muriel. Whether it's going to be the Earl Grey tea.
And yes, it's all my fault.
It's all your fault. No, that's actually, it's funny she should say that. Because what I always say, that I've learned, if I always want to keep peace at home, and Muriel and I mostly speak French, that there's one thing I always, the simple response I should say is it's all my fault. So as long as I say that, everything is fine, right?
It's the proper answer.
You've taught him well.
I'm well trained, yes.
Well, Muriel, where do we start? Because for anybody that doesn't know, Muriel, let me tell you, this is a special lady. Not only can you find Muriel with Eating Well with Muriel.
Yeah, on Instagram.
On Instagram, check Muriel out. Also, Muriel, Cordon Bleu trained chef. This lady is a phenomenon. And you, being from France, being from England, we do like our teas.
We love our tea, and forever I always loved the Earl Grey tea. That was always my favorite since I was little. And then Andrew decided, oh my God, you have to drink it as a green tea because it's so much healthier. So he remade the green tea as an Earl Grey green tea.
Well, she neglected what I did was I used to always nicely criticize the fact that Earl Grey tea is black tea. Black tea is not as healthy as green tea. So, and she would always say, I just like black tea. That's the way that my family does it. That's how we've always had it in France. It's black tea. So unbeknownst to her, I made some Earl Grey green tea and I had her try it and she loved it. And so that was the origins of the Earl Grey green tea. She didn't know that I made it green tea and then she loved it. And then of course with mint tea, most Americans, myself included, we don't love green tea. So the mint tea was, when I was in France and I ordered mint tea, I didn't realize I was getting mint green tea and I was loving it. So I thought most Americans could be like me. You could get the benefits of green tea, but be drinking mint tea. And that's exactly, so these two teas both exist because of Muriel, our going to France. Because when you're in France and you order, if you order mint tea, if you order thé vert, what they're going to bring you is mint with green tea.
Yeah, and that's actually is really amazing because it helps you a lot with your digestion. Peppermint tea is really like very smooth and nice. The green tea gives you a little kick, but not too much, which I really enjoy.
No, our caffeine is, our caffeine levels in both of these teas are exceptionally low. We're talking about, I think, around 10 or 20 milligrams, which is about a cup of coffee is going to be something closer to 50 to 100 milligrams. So I can drink these green teas at the end of the day without problems. I couldn't go near an espresso or a cup of coffee at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and expect to go to sleep.
Yeah, and it's very soothing also, you know, for your throat, with a tiny bit of honey. If you wish, you make the tea the way you love it the most. Some people, like Andrew, like it with nothing, and he keeps it in the fridge, always ready to go.
All day long.
That's really nice. I like my tea hot with little honey and little almond milk or soy milk or something like this.
And that's what, I have plastic cups that go with me all day long. That this is what I drink all day long. I consider my consumption of green tea to be among the healthiest habits that I now have. That's a relatively recent thing because I didn't like the taste of green tea. I had to find green tea that tasted good to my American palate. And all of these teas, you can use a tea bag to make at least a quart or more of tea. So our teas they never get bitter no matter how long you steep them. So you can make an abundance of tea, so it ends up being the most affordable tea you're going to find, and of course they're all organic as well.
Yeah, and they never get overpowering. You know, some tea gets very strong and things like that. This one will stay equally lovely and nice, even for a few days like we do at home. So it's really awesome.
No, we'll have tea in the refrigerator, and the tea bag will still be in the teapot. And we'll leave as we did for this trip, and we'll be gone for 2 weeks. When I get home, the same teapots are in the refrigerator, and I drink them. They don't get bitter. That's when you use the highest quality mint, when you use the highest quality green tea, the tea costs more, but it ends up costing less because you could steep it for longer. And when you steep it for longer, you get greater benefits, and you also make more tea. So it ends up being per volume, it ends up being much more affordable than even any inexpensive tea you might find.
And I do want to draw your attention as well, because we do have the peppermint version also available. That is my all-time favorite, Muriel. This I drink every single day.
Oh, really?
Every day.
Yeah, it's so good for you. Peppermint tea is also one of my favorite. I also have it with the chamomile sometimes. And here we do also like an Arnold Palmer with the Earl Grey green. Mix it with the lemonade. And we also do the tea in ice cubes, so then you never dilute the beautiful flavor of your tea.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I do that all the time at home as well.
Okay, so that's your tea problem solved.
And by the way, we have, I mean, stacks of reviews on these. It's
hundreds.
surprising to think that we get reviews on tea, an abundance of reviews on tea, but these are truly, and the way because of course we have standardized extracts of green tea, we had access to all sorts of the finest growers of green tea, and that's how we went about finding these exceptional varieties of green tea, Earl Grey green tea, and the mint green tea.
Well, talking of eating well with Muriel and Andrew, let's spend a moment or so on our wonderful oatmeal and the oat bran combinations. For breakfast, this is